Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna be showing you all the skill jumps slash little jumps you can do on Mirage. So I'll go from easy to difficult, or more difficult, because none of them are really difficult, at least not the ones you're gonna be using. So I'll start off with these sides. You have a few things. So you have a jump from, I don't know what this is called, but from this route to palace. So you can jump here, jump on here, and then just jump crouch. So that's that jump. The other T side jump, or you can do it on CT as well, but it's mainly T side because if you're playing T, I hope you have mid control. So if you're standing behind these boxes and you want to peek, for example, you're peeking window like this, they know you're gonna do this. This is they can expect this. What you can also do is jump up on this box, jump and crouch. You're very exposed, but they won't expect this. You can also do it here on the wheel. So that's just a little thing. Then from here on I'll transition to CT side because that's all the actual jumps for T sides. You do have this little thing where if you want to jump over sandwich and you don't want to make any noise, you can jump like this. You won't make noise. So you jump and then you hold S right as you land, or right before you land. So you see this compared to this, like it's no sound at all. So, and then for CT side, I'll start easy on A side. So you have two jumps. You have the shortest way to palace, which is there, and then you have jumping on tickets for if they smoke this. For example, you have a up, you can peek from here because this is not smoked, so you can peek here. And then for shortest way to palace, there's this little ledge. You want to make sure you're on it. Strafe onto it, crouch at the end, jump, crouch as well, and just strafe on. And that's the shortest way to palace. You can also do ladder by doing this trick. If you hold A and W and look up, you will go much faster than you would when you're just holding W. So you do this, and then you can also get into palace very quickly. So that's for A side. Then now I'll cover the window jumps. So if you have a good spawn for mid, what you can do is you jump over here with your thingy, and you can jump from window to catwalk or from window to ladder room. I'll show window to catwalk first. It's a little bit more difficult than this one. But what you basically want to do is jump around here, this cardboard, and then you strafe to the window, and then you look here. You walk out, and then right before you fall off, you jump. If you jump too early, you're gonna clip your head on the top side of the window. So you wanna make sure you jump as late as possible. So just like that. You wanna make sure you crouch at the end as well. So just before you land there, you crouch, and you jump crouch again to get on the railing. And then from there you can go to B side or push up to mid, whatever you want. And then the second one is window to ladder room. So here the same, but you just want to jump a little earlier. So I would recommend jumping around here. so you have more space. So what you want to do is you want to jump straight to the window again, and you want to walk forward and hold A, or just walk forward and look to it, and then you can jump onto this. So I'll also show you how I do that. Just like that. And then from here you can jump to ladder or just whatever you want to do. Challenge mid as well. Then I'll show you the opposite, going from cat to window. So you want to jump on this ledge, jump here, jump to your side, and then you want to jump and strafe into the window and make sure you crouch at the end. Just like that. For this you don't have to strafe if you don't want to. You can just jump straight into the window. Just make sure you hold crouch though, just before you land, because I will make sure you clip into the window. I like doing it there, because even if I do mess up, I'll land on the brick, which won't slow me down much. So if you go here, and if for example I mess up, then I land here, then I could just still jump to window. Then another window jump is bench to window. You have many variations to this. You can do it on the top sides with your gun or with your pistol or with your knife. For this, yeah, just strafe. It's really easy. Don't even have to crouch for this. And then if you do it on the lower sides, you do have to crouch and strafe a little bit. You can also do it with your gun on both. On the lower side it's a bit more difficult though, so you know. Because you have to like strafe way more than you would with your knife. And then I'll go over to B sides. On B side there's not really much you can do. You have vent to catwalk or to apps, which I'm sure most of y'all know already. So jump before this shadow and then clip onto here, and then you can scroll wheel and catch yourself on this ledge. Make sure you crouch at the end. There. So it's really like a B up. So jump before this. I aim for this little thing, and I just strafe. Just like that. Just way faster than which if you would do it, like for example this. It's a bit more tricky though, but it's nice to know. And then from here, you can jump into this window from the outside to maybe catch some people off guard if they're not rushing, if they're coming PFs. So what you wanna do for this is jump off like this. Aim like, I would say there. Just look there, jump off. And then you wanna strafe. Now you're already there. So you just strafe to the window. You can crouch at the end. I feel like it's easier if you crouch. And then you're in. So from here, like you're very exposed, but people will less expect it because they'll rush, they'll look there, and then you're sitting here. So that's that jump. Then you have a boost, which you cannot do solo, at least not to my knowledge. But if you can have a teammate boost you up here, to also catch some people off guard. And then you can do a jump onto the shelves here from the window to catch people off guard coming from window. This is more T-sided really. If you plant and they're coming from A or from mid, you'll catch some people off guard with this. So to do it, just jump on the frame and then strafe onto the shelf. Like this. You can crouch at the end if you want to. Just know the further you jump, the faster it will be, because if you jump here you have to crouch and you'll be very slow, but if you see here you can just stand up, so it's just a little bit faster if you jump like on the border side. Just like this, because then you can immediately move. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You have some transitions, or like some strafe jumps, for example here. If you want to flank or rotate, you can jump off of this and land like here, and you won't take fall damage, and you'll be much faster. So jump before this ball, and just like that. So if you want to rotate, it's a little bit faster. Just like that. See, if you jump too far, you'll take damage, but if you land around here, you should be fine. You can do the same if you're these sides. You can come through here to be a little bit faster. But yeah, that's for today's video. If you want to bind two jump buttons or keybinds to have spacebar and scroll wheel, for example, I'll leave the two commands down below. So just copy and paste those in your console. It will be for spacebar and scroll wheel down. Just so you know. So just copy those two and you should be set. And that's it for today's video. So if you enjoyed, please let me know. Leave a like, subscribe. And I'll be making a video on Nuke soon with some skill jumps that you can learn.